I'm back and I am so excited for this next read because it is The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. Please correct me if I'm saying their names wrong. I know I'm not saying Cassie's wrong, but I can't say that last name. Please help me out. Anyways, I am very excited to read this. I've had this sitting on my shelf since it came out. I went to the store within the first week that it was published and on shelves, and I bought a copy for myself expecting to read it right away, and I never did. I'm very excited to see what comes of this book, and I know I kind of had a really crappy description in my TBR video, so what I can gather from a little more research since then is that Alec and Magnus are on a romantic vacation together right now in Paris, and an old friend shows up. I'm not exactly who. I have a feeling it might be Ragnar Fell? Might be him. I'm not sure, but I think it could be him that shows up to tell him that there was a cult. There's a demonic cult around, and it turns out that that demonic cult was actually started by Magnus Bane a century ago as a joke. Now it is under the hands of an elusive new leader who they are trying to track down so that they can stop, and it seems that demons are becoming more violent and being able to avoid them being Alec and Magnus and other shadow hunters. So as things are like winding up and there's more pressure on them both, it sounds like there's gonna be secrets on both sides that they're gonna end up telling each other that's gonna cause some problems for them here in this first book, because this is only the first book in the Eldest Curse series. I'm so excited for the second one to come out this year. I need to get this read before then, so I feel like I'm gonna like just breeze through this entire thing, and I will keep you guys posted. I'm going to try and read maybe 20-30 pages tonight. I might end up reading more, but I do need some sleep because I have online school tomorrow too. Alright guys, so I did not quite reach the 20-page mark, but I did read the first chapter because it is currently 9:30 at night and I have not made myself dinner yet. I thought it was best to kind of just put a pause on what I'm reading for tonight so that I can get some food in me and I can get some sleep before my classes in the morning. But my thoughts so far is it is really interesting, and I love how she has Magnus as a main character in this book, because the only other time that has happened is in the Bane Chronicle novellas, and they aren't as in-depth as you would think. And in this already we're getting a lot of his internal thoughts and fears. They're not really fears, but it's stuff that he thinks about that we wouldn't think about, and it's so interesting. And she has a wonderful description of Paris itself and all of the gestures and thoughts Magnus has for Alec. And I can't wait to see like how their relationship evolves into what I know it already is from reading the Mortal Instruments series and the Dark Artifices series. I just can't wait to see how it evolved into that, and I really like that's how this story is set up, is so you can see the progression. I am already so in love with it. I can't wait to see what happens next. Hey guys, what is up? Good morning. So it is currently 7:53 in the morning and I'm all dressed. I have my hair done, my makeup done, because I have classes in about an hour and I wanted to look relatively presentable and feel kind of awake. So not only did I get ready, but I made myself some coffee too, and I think with about the hour I have until my classes start, I'm going to get some more reading done in my book, and I'll try and update you guys before my classes start. Alright guys, it is currently 8:40, so I read for about just under an hour. And I am now on chapter 4, and I am loving the relationship between Alec and Magnus, because even though it is really early in the relationship, you're still seeing how much Alex truly believes in Magnus, even when he doesn't believe in himself, because he currently right now cannot remember starting the Crimson Hand, which is the demonic cult that is causing trouble. And my theory earlier about Ragnarfell being the old friend that comes to visit was wrong. It was Tessa, and I love her. I love all of the content that I've been getting with Tessa in it lately from Cassie, and it's so good. I cannot wait to read more. And I think this connects back to the Dark Artifices series with the Crimson Hand, because I know that's part of that series too, but I don't know if they're actually going to find who's the new leader. I kind of hope they do, but again, it would not make sense because it is in the next book, well, not the next book, but the next series, and that's in the future, so I already know that's not going to end the way we want it to end, but I can't wait to see how Cassie ends this one. Like, I love the writing. They had some really romantic scenes in there too, where they weren't even just romantic, they were a little risque. Where Magnus is asking Alec about all his runes, and every time after Alec tells him what it's for, Magnus will like kiss the rune and say thank you to it. And Magnus asks about the stamina rune, and when he tells him what it's for, he says something along the lines of, "You're not just saying that to be sexy, are you?" And then there's also the scene after they crash their hot air balloon. They go back to change, and I don't know how no one is talking about how Alec is the original and iconic e-boy, because it describes what he changes into as a black and white striped hoodie with a leather jacket with too many zippers. If that's not iconic classic e-boy, I don't know what is, and I'm living for it. Okay, I'm gonna get ready for my classes now, and I will try and update you guys if I read any more. Hey guys, so I thought I'd just hop on here, give you a little update. It's currently about 7:15. I have not read any more since last time I talked to you guys, but I am going to be sitting down to read at least another 2 chapters before I head to bed tonight. Yes, I did make myself another coffee. We just don't talk about that. I also wanted to talk to you guys about this new thing I've been doing lately. I got the idea from the booktuber Jesse the Reader. He is one of my absolute favorite booktubers. I will link him in the description below if you want to check out any of his videos. I totally suggest you do, because he is hilarious. But he likes to book journal, so it's where you keep a running log of your thoughts and different plot points that you find intriguing during a book, that'll help you later on when you do book reviews, or even for your own pleasure of looking back on it. Like if you start a series and you read the first book and then you wait another year for the next book and you don't quite remember it, you can look back on your own thoughts and your own opinions and theories for what's going to happen. And so I started with the last 2 novellas from the Ghost of the Shadow Market series, and this is what they look like. They are decently short because these are just novellas, so there's not really much plot to them, and I didn't really find anything other than just they were so sweet. But so far for the Red Scrolls of Magic, I've been doing this one slightly differently, where I do a short summary for each chapter that I read, and I do the entry several hours later so that I'm retaining from my own memory, so I remember it later on when I'm finishing the book as well. And so each chapter has its own like short description with my thoughts and everything. So I have here chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now the chapters aren't that long, but there's a lot of my own thoughts in there, as well as key plot points that I think could come in handy later on down the road. So I just wanted to fill you guys in on that. I do have a little clip in before this of me filling that out for chapters 5 and 6, but I just wanted to let you guys know I will be doing some more reading tonight, and I'll let you guys know how that goes when I'm done for the night. Alright guys, so it's currently 9:07 and I read 3 chapters instead of 2, and I have finished part 1 of the Red Scrolls of Magic. I am absolutely in love. I so far do not trust the new character that was just introduced, but if Magnus trusts her, it's either she's going to be really, really good or she's going to betray them all. So I cannot wait to see how that one works out. Magnus and Alec have been interrupted, if you know what I'm saying, twice already. Twice through the entire book. Maybe more. But like from what I can count, it's been twice. And they're both very, very frustrated and upset about it, and it's hilarious to watch. But it kind of breaks my heart too, because their relationship is off to such a good start. They're just not able to do what they want to do without getting interrupted or attacked by demons. So yeah, Magnus is on a sort of hit list for the Crimson Hand, and I'm very curious if this is the same leader of the Crimson Hand that is the leader in the Dark Artifices series, because I think that's another like 5 years in the future. It could be less, I'm not sure, but I think it's 5 years in the future. And so I really want to see where that goes, but I will just have to keep reading to find out. I think that'll be it for tonight, guys. I will update you in the morning because I'm going to read some more before my classes.
Open up, you OPN, bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, and take the high road and hop in.
Hey guys, what is up? It is currently Saturday morning, and I did not vlog yesterday. My day started off with a really bad migraine, and it just made me so nauseous to the point where I couldn't read anymore. I did manage to read about 50 pages yesterday, but that was it. So my only plan for today is to really just read and do some laundry. I will try to update you guys tonight when I'm close to done. Hey guys, what is up? It is currently Sunday morning. I know I didn't update you guys last night before I went to bed, but I now currently have 79 pages left in the Red Scrolls of Magic. Big twist right before I finished reading last night, and it was really good. Like, I loved it. and I can't wait to see how this ends. Like, you finally find out who the Great Poison is, and the leader of the Crimson Hand. There are a lot of clues throughout the entire story that should let you know who it is before that point, but you don't want to believe it because it's not expected, and it's a really good twist. Like, Cassie did such a good job with it. And so in the last 79 pages, I can't wait to see how it goes and what happens. There's a few chapters left, and I guess I'll update you guys once I'm done with my final thoughts. Okay guys, so I just finished Red Scrolls of Magic, and oh my god, I am absolutely in love with this book, and I cannot wait for the next one to come out in September. It feels like it's going to be forever, but the last 79 pages of this book had so much going on. There were so many twists. You'd think the bad guy would die because, you know, Shadowhunters have the tendency to just kill the bad guy, but I guess since it's a series, it's going to be the overall bad guy, so you know who it is. And in the very last page, you find out someone who's supposed to be dead isn't dead. And I can't wait to see how that comes into play in the next book. I'm absolutely in love. So, final thoughts are, I would absolutely recommend this book for anyone who wants to read any more Cassie Clare books, get more of Alec and Magnus. Just be prepared for the emotional roller coaster you go through the entire book, and you'll enjoy it so much. I laughed so many times. There's so many points where it seemed like it was going to be a really serious scene, and then it's kind of just Alec or Magnus being really sassy. And so I think Cassie did a really good job with that, and portraying the different emotions that everyone felt throughout it. And you get to see a lot of Elaine and Helen Blackthorne in this book as well, and it's so cool because you see their relationship start. Not like, oh, they met a few times and they're already together. No, like this, they're starting their relationship in this book, and it's amazing. I absolutely love it, and I think all of you guys will too. So I gave it a 5 out of 5 on Goodreads, and I hope you all enjoyed the reading vlog, and I hope you enjoy Red Scrolls of Magic if you decide to pick it up.